How's everyone doing? Today I have an awesome Blu-ray and DVD update. There's only one DVD, the rest are Blu-rays. Right here. Epic thumbnail face. I know I kind of do that, kind of poking fun at everybody's thumbnail faces, but I don't know, people like to see those kind of thumbnail pictures, but there you go. And as always, if you've seen any of these movies and TV shows, definitely let me know what you think of them, especially since I've only seen, I think, 2 out of this lot. But first up, let's get into it. The 33, this is going to be released by Warner Brothers. It's about the Chilean miners based on the true story. They were trapped underground for 69 days. Great cast in here. I'm going to do a proper review for this. Lou Diamond Phillips in here, who looks ageless. He's been in so many movies over the years. Big fan of his. And Antonio Banderas. A lot of recognizable faces in this one. Can't wait to check that out. Next up is Rock the Kasbah. These two right here I ended up getting from Blu-Rays4Everyone.com. Again, I've mentioned that before. That's where I picked them up from. And Rock and Casbah with Bill Murray. Can't wait to check this one out. And this has a great cast in here as well. Bruce Willis, Dan McBride. I'm not the hugest fan of him. I know everybody loves him. Not me. I've liked him in a couple things here and there, but I haven't seen that TV show Eastbound and Down. I've heard a lot of people rave about that one. I still need to check that out. Kate Hudson, big fan of hers. Zoe Deschanel, everybody loves her. I like the way that she's very attractive, but she plays that same role in everything she's in. I'm not a fan of New Girl. She was the least interesting character on her own show in that TV show. But Bill Murray, amazing. And this right here, I believe is, it's directed by Barry Levinson, who I'm a big fan of him. He's directed a lot of great movies over the years. Good Morning Vietnam, Sleepers, which is a movie I absolutely love. Toys as well. He's worked with Robin Williams a bunch, may he rest in peace. Toys was one I remember loving as a kid growing up. LL Cool J, I think, was in that one too. But he's done so many great movies. Rain Man, Sphere, a bunch of movies that I've really enjoyed. Sleepers probably, it's right up to the top for me. Good Morning Vietnam is a classic as well. Rain Man too. So definitely great hands directing wise here. And I'm really looking forward to checking this one out. It's about an has-been rock and roll manager, and he finds I guess a new talent in an Afghan cave, and I guess he's just trying to get back to prominence. Right there, I love the slip coverage of this. Really cool, kind of like embossed right there, and the design around there, very ornate. And I'm a big fan of Bill Murray, so I'm really looking forward to that one. Out of all the ones, this is probably high up on the list for me. Next up is The Last Witch Hunter. I've heard some positive reviews for this and some negative, but Vin Diesel, I'm not the biggest fan of him personally, but this one, I have to admit, the trailers looked appealing to me. Like I said, mixed reviews, but I'm curious to check this one out. I guess he's a witch hunter. He's a immortal, and he's just hunting down people who practice the evil magic. And the subcover of this is really nice as well. Nice kind of like foily for the embossed title right there on the front. And there's the back right there. And next up is The Leftovers. This is the TV show. I love the heck out of this show. Highly recommend this one. It's basically about like millions of people disappeared. 140 million people disappeared one day. They called it The Departure. And basically it's 2% of the world's population. But there's one town in Texas called Jardin, also known as Miracle, because the park there is called Miracle. And nobody departed from that town. So it's just kind of going over a bunch of different characters and their backstory and how they got to where they are now. And there's a cult in here as well. And just the cast is phenomenal here. I really love the storytelling. They introduce a lot of characters. It kind of goes back and forth. That's the only thing that I can see distracting some viewers, but I think it worked well. Although there was like one episode I wasn't a fan of, where it was like a whole kind of like a death dream sequence, which, I don't know, it was kind of cool, but at the same time, it was like that whole episode was that, and I kind of wanted more from it with some other characters. But overall, the cast really shines here. This is from Warner Brothers. Definitely a show I'd recommend if anything like that sounds interesting to you. I'm super into it. I can't wait to check out Season 3. Next up is another TV show, From Dusk Till Dawn, Season 2. Big fan of the movie. Season 1 was awesome, and I can't wait to check out Season 2. I haven't checked out Season 2 yet. But this is from E1, and this is a 3-disc set right here, 10 episodes. Next up from Olive Films is Beat Street. I've seen this one. This is like a time capsule. I really love this one. It's kind of formulaic. It's kind of, the plot is kind of basically generic, but it really works. The cast again was really shined here, and it's just neat to see the 80s. They have a lot of real hip hop stars in here from back in the day. African Bambaataa, Grandmaster Melly Mel, Brenda K. Starr, a whole bunch of different people, and I'm a big fan of Rae Dawn Chong right there. Oh, she's so stunning. She's been in a lot of great stuff, and good to see her here. And a lot of these people who were acting in here, this was like their only film. Now, it's kind of a shame. They should have been in more stuff, but it has to do with, the culture of the time. Breakdancing battles, graffiti, spray painting all over the place. And it was kind of tragic with the character of Ramo right there. But again, rapping to early hip-hop and stuff like that. So this, and again, they really captured the cities well. You've got the different boroughs, Bronx especially in here. During that time span, so I would definitely recommend this one. Really enjoy the heck out of it. Pretty decent transfer as well. Could have been a little bit better, but again, it all depends on the master and what they had to work with. But it's the best I've ever seen it look for Beat Street. Next up is Amos and Andrew. This has Samuel L. Jackson, Nicolas Cage, Dabney Coleman, a few other recognizable people on here. And basically, this is kind of, in a way, it's still relevant now. Certain events that have come up in the news. Basically, it's about this neighborhood who's... They're racist, essentially. Samuel L. Jackson is suspected to be a burglar, but he's actually moving in to a mostly white neighborhood. And the police chief basically ties him up and then gets Nicolas Cage to hold him hostage and basically kind of take the rap, and they're trying to get away. And some comedic elements to it, but there you go. Another release from Olive. They're releasing a lot of films. I was really surprised got Blu-ray releases, ones that I would never expect. I'm actually really thankful for that. So, good job on that, Olive. I do wish a lot of these ones would have more special features, but again, it takes money to get these releases out there, and I appreciate that. Next up from Welga USA is Estranged. I haven't heard anything about this one. It does look creepy. It's basically about this girl who was, partying all over the place, and then she has an accident, and she's bound to a wheelchair, and she doesn't have a lot of memories. Her memories have gone away, and she's going back home, and a lot of weird things start happening. Her sisters are locking her in, a bunch of crazy things, and it just looks creepy, and can't wait to check this one out. And once I do check it out, I will be doing a giveaway for it. So I am looking forward to reviewing it, and hopefully I will enjoy it, so I can say some positive things about it when I do the giveaway, instead of like, hey, I didn't really like this, but you want it? But yeah, Welgo actually has some really good hidden gems as far as movies. I've talked about Bedeviled many times. That is one that I just absolutely love. Can't recommend the heck enough out of that, rather. For my top 10 most underrated horror movies on Blu-ray, that was on the list. I'm going to redo that one and maybe do a top 20. But Bedeviled, check that out. And Frontline was another one that I really loved by Welgo that they released. Next up are a few Twilight Time releases. This is Hawaii right here. And it's basically the story of, Christians coming to Hawaii. It has Max von Sydow on here, classic actor, and trying to change the pagan islands and basically pave the way for corruption, commercial Western ways. And it has native Polynesians in here as well, and some strong performances in here. Next up is The Last Detail with Jack Nicholson and Randy Quaid. They're basically taking Randy Quaid's character to naval prison, and there's some hijinks along the way. And Twilight Time, I'm really appreciating what they're doing as well. A lot of their ones are released limited, and it makes sense. I've seen a lot of companies do that. Code Red as well. They have to kind of cover their costs for it, and if it does well, they'll usually do a re-release. I know Twilight Time's done that before with Fright Night. And I think they might have done it with Christine. No, I know Christine was released again, but I think that was through Sony. But I think they've done that with... there's another movie they did with Journey to the Center of the Earth, maybe. But let's see. These two right here are limited to 3,000 copies each. And the next one right here is limited to 3,500. And Harlock Space Pirates, and this is a CG animated film. There's 2 discs in total, the original Japanese version and the international cut, both in 3D and 2D. It's based on the popular Lehigh Matsumoto saga, basically about an intergalactic war with Earth. And I haven't seen this one, but I've heard a lot of great things about it, and I can't wait to check this one out. The effects actually look pretty good, animation-wise, so I will be doing a proper review for this when I view it. And one thing I do like about Twilight Time as well, they do this for the releases. They have interior artwork. I'll go ahead and show you a little bit right there for the releases. So I like that. It's little things that really make a proper release like that. And again, it's a 2-disc title, and they usually have like a little booklet or pamphlet right there for their releases. So that one right there was limited to 3,500, and this one again is limited to 3,000. Bound for Glory, story about Woody Guthrie and going through the Great Depression. And this is directed by Hal Ashby, and right here, The Last Details, also directed by Hal Ashby. I'm a big Jack Nicholson fan. Phenomenal actor for so long now. But going back to this one right here, it's just going through just the times of that, and just, you know, kind of he's a singer-songwriter, just going, he's basically trying to promote what's going on out there in the world. And I don't know, I've seen, you know, I think I've seen parts of this one, but I've never seen the full thing, so I'm looking forward to checking this one out. But I remember David Carradine was in this one, so great actor right there. And next up is the 1984. This is the adaptation, of course, from George Orwell's dystopian classic, and it's got a few recognizable people on here: Richard Burton and John Hurt. So right there. I remember seeing parts of this again when I was younger, but I never saw the full thing. Next up is the lone DVD, and I'm really excited for this one. This is Black Mountainside, and on the back right here it says it's a love letter to John Carpenter's The Thing, which is my all-time favorite movie, so I'm excited about that. From the synopsis of it, they're in Canada, and there's a group of archaeologists, and they uncover a strange structure buried in the snow, and then things start to happen, and there's some paranoia, and so that kind of sounds very reminiscent of The Thing, but maybe it's in a smaller setting instead of an Antarctic research station. It's in the woods in Canada. So I love a snowy setting, and I love horror movies, so really looking forward to checking this one out. And this is released by Monarch Home Entertainment. So there you go, those are the 17 pickups right there. If you've seen any of them, definitely let me know what you think about them as well. Leave me a comment or a video response down below, and then once I do view them all, I will do a proper review for them, and I'll be doing a giveaway for Estranged, so look forward to that. And I hope everybody's doing well. Take care.